Hey everybody. I just wanted to make a quick video to talk about a few things that I have on the horizon and a few things that I just kind of wanted to get off my chest. Okay. So for the last couple of years, I've been doing my art. I've been putting a lot of work into it. I've stepped up from, just doing digital pieces to going back and doing traditional pieces and digital pieces, doing sketch cards now, which has turned into a pretty legit thing. Gave my first license work ever, which has been a huge step this past year. The other thing is I've been branching out and going to a lot more shows. So there's a lot more chances that I might run into people who follow my work. So I'm not just doing Florida shows. The last couple of years I've been doing mostly Orlando and Tampa shows because they're close. Um, but my good buddy Rob over at Aquatus Comics, he has kind of become my agent of sorts, and he's been sending me around to various states to do Comic Cons. It started out with just a visit to Boston, which was cool. Then since then it's been San Antonio and now New Orleans. So I've been enjoying going on the road. I've having a good time, and it's taught me a lot about how do I display in a way that is useful out on the road and not local, where I can bring all of my stuff. So I've learned a lot. But the lingering problem has been that I'm a teacher. I do that 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day. Um, and while it supports my family and helps keep the bills paid, I hate it. Every year, I feel like it gets worse. And I fake it, and I keep pushing, and I keep trying, and I keep, saying, "Oh, it's just temporary. It's just temporary. Make it to the summer. Make it to the summer. You'll survive." But every year, I feel like I'm worse. And now that my art is finally going somewhere, and I have orders, and I have customers, and I have people who actually pay me to do things, it's become more clear as to what I have to do about that. So, what I've kind of decided is that my goal is to possibly make this my last teaching year, which is daunting, to say the least. I mean, that's you know, like maybe 38, 39,000 a year job with benefits. Um, and that's tough to just be like, wow, just give up on that and I'll be an artist now. But I feel like if I can devote my time to that, and I can draw, and I can paint, and I can sculpt, and I can do everything I can do to push my art, then that investment will equal a return. Um, but the only thing is, I mean, I might keep subbing here and there, make extra cash to supplement, so I'm not starving and my poor kids aren't suffering. Um, but that's the goal. So, that gives me a couple of months. Um, ride it out. MegaCon will be the next big show. And I'm pushing for MegaCon. Like I'm thinking about getting an end cap instead of a regular Artist Alley table, which means increased visibility. So at least I'm more out there and people can see my work and they can catch me. But on top of that, it also is more money. A regular table is like $350, $375, and an end cap is $700 and 40 or 750, somewhere around there. So it's expensive. But I'm thinking that my last couple of shows have increased in how much money I've made, and I feel like if I can get more product for people to buy and more visibility, better signage, that I could possibly make enough to justify that increase. And really, that'll be the show that determines what I want to do. So what I'm saying, one thing I want to kind of say to you guys, all the people out there who have given me any sort of support, I mean, I appreciate the hell out of you, and thank you. I mean, even the people who just, hit like or hit share, any, kind of expanding is good. Social media is hard. There's algorithms and stuff that keep, people like me from getting our art out into the world, where I can get more, job opportunities. So what I kind of need from you guys is as much support as you can give me. If I take this and I jump, taking this huge risk and putting it out there and trying to make this my thing, my job, the thing I'm paid for, the thing I do, I'm going to need every single person who gives a crap about my art to support it, and to help me. So, if you've liked my art, but you don't have any of my art, buy some of my art. If you just are like, yeah, I can totally help him, I can join in, and, I have a Patreon page, which I have like one patron who, thank you, that one patron for doing enough and just like helping, because half the time I don't put anything on Patreon because I don't have any patrons. But if there's more patrons, I'll put videos up, I'll do other things. I just feel like I'm wasting my time that could be better used for other things. And it's hard when this isn't my only job. I have a bunch. But if you're out there and you're a supporter, or you care about me, or you want things to work out for me, I'm going to need you guys. It's going to have to be a friggin' true team effort for me to make this work, at least until something picks up and get a legit couple of jobs. But it's a huge jump, and it freaks me out a little bit. But I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of going to work and just, hating it every day and feeling like I'm wasting all this time. It could be better used for artistic growth and things I could be working on. And, I won't be stymied in one thing, because half the time I'm painting masks, and I'm painting, portraits, and I'm sketching portraits, and I'm markers, and I'm sketch covers, and all this stuff spreads out my time so that I might get like an hour to work on a digital piece 1 week. And I might have 4 hours to work on masks because I have customers that want them. And then, no time for sketch cards, no time for sketch covers. And I'm just tired of wasting so much time on something that I'm not passionate about, something I did just because I wanted to help. And the students have, without question, told me over the last few years that they don't want my help. And the school system has only instigated that further. When you feel like all your efforts are for nothing, I'd much rather put that time towards something that I feel like is actually helping something. And my art is something. It's my passion, something I've loved to do my entire life, and I've just never been ballsy enough to take the friggin' shot. And here I am, and I feel like, this is closest to having a shot that I've ever had. And I'm sure if I put my time in, and I can get Rob to send me on more shows, and I have a chance, I can make more, and I can make enough just to get by. But at least I'll be happy, So people out there who have cared, thank you. If you want to help me anymore, that's cool. I have a website, do commissions, but I'm going to need you guys. I don't usually ask anybody for anything because I just don't like doing that. I was a poor kid. I didn't have a lot of money and stuff growing up, and I wasn't one of those people who, if I was struggling, I went to anyone. There's been times I've been down sad, broke, and I didn't want to ask, so I didn't, and I suffered. And I survived. I mean, I made it, but I wasn't going to owe anyone anything, you know. And there's been plenty of times I've screwed up and owed a lot of people and felt terrible. But even then, it was because I made the mistake that I'm trying to rectify now, which is spreading myself too thin between too many damn things. But if I'm doing art and that's it, I can devote myself fully to one thing. And if I've learned anything in my life, I've learned that if I push hard enough on one thing and I don't give up and I push hard on that thing, I will be okay. So thank you for anyone who's wasted their time watching this video. I know I don't have much of a backdrop. I mean, this is literally my closet. But I appreciate you guys. And, you know, soon things should be posted more concretely in the future. But for now, this is just kind of a brief announcement. But thank you. And any help you can give me is going to be great, even if it's just words of encouragement or share. All right, guys. Well, hopefully 2019 is treating you good. And talk to you soon.